But leave your comments, like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff, and I'll make another one in a while, and you can be in that one. Hi everybody, I'm your man Alex Smith. I'm back to answer your questions. I'm in a new house. You can see I've got the train going. Anyway, enough of this. Let's get in with the questions. So this first question is from Matt, who's awesome, and he's got two questions actually, and it says, if you were able to own one instrument or any number from any time period worth any price, what would you choose? I think a harpsichord would be really cool to own, but you can just get a MIDI version of it, so I can have it now, really. The second question is, can you confirm the existence of a Waimas cinematic universe? I really like this idea because I, myself, haven't appeared in the Waimas cinematic universe yet, which means that your man Alex Smith isn't canon. Yeah, fuck it. All my music videos take place in the same universe. Our next question is from Genevieve, and Genevieve asks, top music heroes and why? Queen, Freddie Mercury, obviously. I just watched Rocket Man and remembered how influential Elton John is to me. Alan Menken, Meatloaf, of course. Just musical theatre in general, Disney in general. Yeah. This next question is from Grace, and Grace asks, do you start with lyrics first or music when writing songs? I always used to say, oh, it depends on the song, but now that it's been 10 years, I've realized that I do start with the lyrics first every time. I'm a wordy boy, I have a lot of feelings, but I'll often have a general musical vibe that I'm going for. Our next question comes from Lucas, and Lucas asks, how do I buy a Waimas shirt? Well, Lucas, my good friend, you are the lead guitarist in my band, and I love you very much, so you can just ask me, man, and I'll hook you up. But that is also the way that everyone else gets a shirt. You just gotta ask me. And if it's a shirt that is currently on sale, I will add your order to the list, and then you give me some money, and then I buy the shirt, and then you have a shirt, and I deliver it to you, which is something I need to do because I need to deliver all these shirts, oh my god. But if it's not a shirt that's available, if it's, say, the upcoming single Trigger, and you want the artwork for Trigger going out on a t-shirt, then just get in touch with me. It's like I live in a New York loft apartment, is what I say. The next question comes from Jay, and Jay asks, what do you think is your sexiest song? I think that the easiest answer would be Stick Around, which is odd because on the album it's not sexy at all. It's cool and funky, but when we play it live, I don't know why we've just really lent into how fucking sexy that song is. It's mainly Lucas, because Lucas fucking kills it on the guitar on that one. I appreciate him every day that he's still with us. Paula has a question as well. Paula has her own podcast on the That's Not Canon Productions network. It's called Stumble Through. It's about being an adult in today's world, which is fucking hard. And that's the same network that my podcast is on, My Songs Suck, which I do with James Kehoe. And Paula's question is this. Favorite snack? Me. Coles has this gluten-free mint slice thing. Just really enjoying that. And I can inhale them because they're like $2. Just like, woof. But for any kids watching, fruit and veggies is my favorite snack, and that should be your favorite snack too. Paula has a second question, and the question reads thusly. A book that you would send to all the people you love. This is a good question. A book that was sent to me by a person I love is Amanda Palmer's The Art of Asking, and I would recommend it to everybody, but especially people I love, because it's just real good. Wow, the lighting really changed in this room, huh? You gotta love clouds. Because if it weren't for this book and the person who gave it to me and all their love and support, then I wouldn't have had the courage to continue making music, and I wouldn't have had the courage to open up my Patreon, which has been a huge help on the music making journey. Yeah, it's just really helpful. And if you would also like to support me in that way, you know, $1 a month, you can cancel anytime. This is not an ad for Patreon, but it's a big help if you want to join. So, Amanda Palmer's The Art of Asking. So JJ, who's fucking sick, asked this question. What instrument have you always wanted to learn, and why? I've actually always really wanted to learn the violin. It's one of those instruments that it's very impressive to see someone competent playing. Like, you can really see people like getting into it, and like the beads of sweat flying off them, and you're just like, whoa, damn. That or the saxophone. I think I just really love the way that a saxophone just screams. And a general blanket statement would be, I wish I could sing better. I look at people in musical theatre and they have such a rich tone to their voice, and they're able to like do all the cool fiddly bits. And I haven't quite done that. I wish I could scream. I wish I could rock scream. But I have the voice I have, and I'm very happy with it. This next question comes from Chris, who has me on a bunch of playlists on Spotify. I do see who has me on playlists, and I appreciate every single one of you, and I love you all. Chris asks, what do you think of small punk bands? If I'm being perfectly honest, I haven't thought much about them. Because I'm not really part of the punk scene. I think punk's like a really cool idea. The idea that like your message is more important than your musical fact that the elitism and the technical ability. When punk started, people were just like, well, I got shit to say, and who cares if I can't play? I'm just gonna do it. Pop punk came along. People were like, you can have something to say, and you can also make it something that people would like to listen to. Small bands. I really am just going to specify small punk bands. To me, small suggests, I guess, to condense it down, they're alright. There you go. This next question comes from ToryGirl97, and she asks, who or what inspired you to become the artist you are? That is a really, genuinely really good question. I'd say probably my theatre degree, the music that I listened to when I was growing up, because my dad played a lot of classic rock, my mum played a lot of pop, which kind of infused together in that way. And I think just the process of learning how to write better songs, to be honest. Sorry, I got a text in the middle of that question, but it was a really good question and I enjoyed answering it. Thank you so much. This next question is from Aiden Bradley, Brisbane's sweetheart, local boy, Aiden Bradley. We love him. He asks, how do you think your music has changed in the last year or so? Oh, that's a tricky one. At the moment, my sound is definitely a lot more genre experimenty. I wouldn't call it experimenting because I know exactly what I'm doing at any given time. But I think I'm definitely playing with genres more. I think it's got more sophisticated, a lot more polished, and because, again, thanks to people supporting my Patreon, I don't need to worry about trying to sell it anymore. I can just make music, and I can make it the way I want, rather than, like it needs to be 3 minutes, go on Triple J. I can just make what I want. That's really free. This next question is from Jason. Jason asks, how many stars would a fire start spark if a fire start could spark stars? How much cold would an ice heart withhold if an ice heart could scald cold? How much time would it take the stars to align if the fire start could spark stars and the ice heart be bold, withhold, scald cold? Probably like a minute 30. Thank you for the question. Curtis, thank you for being a patron as well. Curtis had a question, and it's the final question. What is your favorite Weimer song to play live? At the moment, A Line, because it's dumb and it's real fun. I think everyone hates country, but I don't know, you play a country song and you tell people to dress up as cowboys and everyone's having an unironically great night, is what I've found. I think people like country. But that's all the questions. All the questions I could find and all the questions that I could fit into this video. I think I tried to edit down as much as I can. But if you asked a question, thank you so much. Thank you for watching this. And if you would like to, please, becoming a patron is a really huge help for me. But other than that, I'm keen to see you in the flesh world at some point. I've got a gig coming up August 16th, 18th. I'm playing at Rick's backyard. It's going to be a free entry gig. I'm going to be playing with Soupy LaRue and also Harrison. So thank you so much for watching. Smash that like and subscribe button, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye!